Hey guys, hope you're well. Today we've got a video of the new iPhone 15. This just arrived in the post and we'll be unboxing it. As you can see, first and foremost, Apple's got a slightly slimmer box compared to the size that they had historically. And of course, you'll notice that the new iPhone does not come with a power brick and just has the cable. But yeah, let's unbox it. I chose to go for the black version of the smartphone on this occasion. Of course, the iPhone 15 does have various other colors if of interest, though I typically like to stick with the black. As you can see, it's got two cameras, which have been an improvement to previous versions, though of course with the Pro model you would get three cameras. So if photography's a keen interest of yours, perhaps it makes more sense to go for the iPhone Pro Max. However, for me, that wasn't really as much of a consideration, and I think that these two cameras will do an adequate job. And so, as you can see, you just peel this bit off from the front, and now you may not be able to notice this on the screen at the moment, but this new phone has the dynamic island, unlike previous versions of the smartphone where they had the typical notch. And so, to my understanding, the new dynamic island essentially means that you have a greater amount of space on your screen, and there's additional functionality that continues to improve as new apps and software developers create features for this dynamic island, which should be valuable in terms of refining the experience and providing added functionality. The other thing to note about this new iPhone is the increased brightness compared to previous versions. So now, if you're outdoors, you can get up to 2000 nits of brightness, which is quite an improvement. And I suspect that there shouldn't be any issues with this display, especially given that it's an OLED display. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the ProMotion refresh rate that the Pro models have. So it's just a typical 60 hertz display. And whilst it's perhaps not the best in that sense, the Apple hasn't included this new feature. The 60 hertz display should nonetheless be beneficial for battery life. And I think most people probably won't be able to notice the difference in terms of the screen refresh rate. And then, finally, in the box, we sort of have the cable. So we've moved to USB-C now, which has sort of happened due to various issues that Apple's had with their Lightning cable. So you'll have to sort of adapt to that. But with the AirPods and various other sort of devices all moving to USB-C, hopefully that shouldn't be much of an issue. And then you've got the typical paperwork, Apple sticker, and a SIM ejection tool, which should be useful. But yeah, that sums it up for this new phone. Of course, in terms of design, there's not a huge change compared to previous versions. But of course, the dynamic island is a welcome change, and of course, you'll naturally see performance improvements with the A16 chip in this phone, which is from the 14 Pro from last year. But of course, if you want the very best specs, you'll have to go for the 15 Pro model, which has the latest chip. But I think the difference between the 15 and the 15 Pro from a performance perspective is unlikely to be particularly substantial, and this should get the job done. And I think, thinking about the average Apple customer, what you'll get with this is a refined phone that provides a good, reliable experience. And I think, it's definitely a valuable upgrade, especially if you're on a slightly older phone, as I was previously. But yeah, hopefully you found this video to be insightful. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and please do leave a like if you found it beneficial. But anyways, until the next video, speak soon. Bye.